everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we are in North Yankton. I just absolutely love this place. It's just so picturesque and awesome. And the reason I'm here is because I've got a couple of cars that I sort of associate with snow, and I figured we'd go to a nice snowy place like this in order to test them out. So if I go over here, and in fact if I zoom all the way up this road, you will see these two Swedish monsters. These are two Volvo 242s added into GTA 5. I'm a huge fan of turbo bricks, as I like to call them. Just turbocharged Volvos. I think they're just so cool. I just love how they look, all square and boxy. Actually, I like some of the newer Volvos as well. But I wanted to check out these two because we've got a sort of like a modified version, then we've got a nice simplified version, but both of them have tuning options, so I can modify both of them today. But before all of that, there's going to be some comments and questions on the screen. If you would like your comments and questions featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for that in the description below. My Twitter always has stuff about me posting about my car, which I haven't actually announced on the channel yet. So if you want some sort of sneak peek into that, check me out on Twitter. And also, don't forget, you can also check out our sponsors, lootcrate.com/Figureight. You can get 10% off your first box by using the code FIG8, F-I-G-A. All of that information is in the description below. But let's get into this. So here we have two Volvo 242s. This is actually a type of Volvo that I haven't seen around for a long time. They've got a sort of like sloped front end, which is normally the Volvos that you see, the old ones have like a 90-degree dead flat front end. These ones have got like a nice little slope to them, and I think they look absolutely amazing. And I will actually have a closer look at this, but I just want to show you something really odd that I've noticed. So these are both the same car. This is something that we don't really notice on these modified cars because we always look at like one at a time. But if you notice, there's a little bit of an issue with scale. Now this one is supposed to be the lowered one. It's supposed to be just lower to the ground. The other one's supposed to be like a standard one. But you might notice that the one on the right is taller and bigger. That's because the scale of the one on the right, I would say out of the two, the scale of this green one, the original one, is the perfect scale. This one's a little big. In fact, Michael looks just a little bit too small in the chair, I'd say. Actually, I don't know. Actually, he looks sort of to scale, but even then, he's sort of clipping through the wheel. But I feel like this, in proportion to the road, this green one is definitely the one that matches and is the right scale. So yeah, they are a couple of... In fact, is that just much... That is almost like lined up at the front. But look how much longer it is at the back. That is a huge scale difference. Absolutely huge. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out because you never normally notice that with these things. So let's actually start off, not with this one, but let's start off with this green one round here. That was a terrible run, Michael. Come on. Right, so here we have the first one. This is the sort of standard Volvo 242 Turbo. Let's just go for a drive and wait for that one to disappear. So I'm going to actually modify this down here. Oh yeah, by the way, this sort of part that I'm in North Yankton, you're not supposed to see, hence the sort of weird textures. Normally there's like a invisible wall around here somewhere that you can't really go any further, but I've got a mod to get rid of that. I'll actually put a link to that in the description below as well, for those of you who want that. So let's pull in somewhere close around here. Let's just pull in around here. This is a nice little side road. Is this a good place? Let's use this. Okay, right. Let's just jump out and jump into menus customs here. So to start off with, there's actually nothing in the Benny's mod stuff, so let's just go straight on to wheels now. In fact, shall I turn this round? I'm going to turn this round to the other way. There we go, the lighting's a bit better now. Right, so from the wheels, I quite like how the stock wheels look. They're just a nice look, but if we want to make this modified, then I guess we should probably have a change. So let's just get a sport, stock rims, and, oh dear. Actually, do you know what, that one, as far as that wheel goes, that's probably the best version of it that I've seen. I could also go for something like the Endo V1, which is just very like drift style, but I'm not really sure what style I'm going to go with because I'm not sure how many modifications there are on this thing. So what I could do is maybe go for like an old school look and have these smoothies, or maybe we can use the similar wheels that we've been using for the police builds and have it like in steels. I quite like the idea of it being in steels. It'd be nice if we can get some banded steels on this thing actually. I'm not sure any of these other ones are going to fit. These are all kind of weird. Whoa, we could have a donk style one. I'm going to go for the Rod Me Up in the solid colour, and I'm just going to make that dark. So let's get a wheel colour, and yeah, something black steel. That's sort of like dark, but not too dark. Or we can go for anthracite black. It's an odd look, but I don't know. I sort of feel like that's just a good look for a Volvo. So onto the spoiler, we have the stock, then we have the high level, which is just a lot bigger, and it gets rid of the number plate as well. And did it get rid of any badges? Actually, I think it was just... No, okay, just got rid of that. By the way, we haven't actually looked around this. I guess we'll look around it as we go. So there's the back end. I'm not entirely sure on that high level spoiler, but for the build, I'm just going to go for it because maybe there's like an overall look that this will have once everything's on. So on the front bumper, we have the Aero Front Extreme, which is just a huge, massive splitter on the bottom there. You can see from the side. That is a huge addition. That's a really weird look for this one again. I really love how this looks like in standard form. That's the problem. So I think that these are not really going to sit right with me. But then we have this roll cage in here on the inside. I'll tell you what, it is very bright with all this snow. I do apologise. The lighting on this is slightly wrong compared to what we're used to inside the city. Look at all this detail in the interior. This is really nice in here. There's all the speedometer, which is actually a bit blurry because of the focus on this game. And then we have all the dials. It's actually a really nicely detailed interior. I do like that. So then we have that, and then we just have the secondary one, which is actually just a stripped... Is it stripped out, or is it just different seats? Okay, it's different seats and then a slightly different roll bar as well. We can go for that one. I'm going to go for that interior, actually, so we can have it all stripped out. And then it's just a case of upgrading everything. Suspension, competition. I might actually use Slam It as well in a minute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that bumper. And I'm going to get rid of that spoiler, because I just love how it looks, but I like the fact that it's stripped out, so it's sort of just like a lightweight racer. Would have been nice if we could have gotten rid of that spoiler as well, actually, and just had it completely spoilerless. But let's just go on to paints. I'm going to go for a utility color on this one, because I want to make this just look like a sort of like ratted out one, or actually maybe even worn. Yeah, oh, look at that, silver grey, one silver grey. It's a really simple look, but I think it can work. Ooh, or we can go for like oxide red primer or something like that, and just make this like a really ratty racer. I quite like that idea. It's also got quite a bit of rake. If you notice, the front, it might just be because of the road, but I do notice that it's a bit lower on the front as well. So if we just go through to Slam It, let's go to Crabs. Oh, yeah, maybe we can get low. Oh, we can keep going. We can keep going. That's as low it can get. That is proper slammed. Wow. I think that maybe just got the Crabs. That's just a nice low look without it just being too crazy. I think that's probably like right on the limit right there. And that's that one done. Not actually that fast, I've got to say. There's been a lot faster cars, but it's not slow. It does sound nice as well. Although it does sound very Volvo-y, actually. Yeah, I quite like that. It's a good-looking car. I'm always just a huge fan of these, what I would call turbo bricks. Classic squared-style Volvos with turbo engines. Absolutely love it. So let's pull in at this next juncture, right up here, where all these houses, actually where that one building is. And let's modify the next one, because I'm curious to see where the differences lay. And actually, there's nowhere to really pull in here, apart from just sitting on the grass. Yeah, okay, we're not going to be modifying that on the barn, but as this is an unpopulated part of the world, I guess we can just modify it on the road. Okay, and here we are. And I've just noticed that as I've got Slam It on, it is actually glitching through that front wing there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn all of that off, because it's already lowered down. It doesn't need to go any lower. So let's just move this thing just over here. I want to keep that still spawned in. We can have that right there. So we've got the sun, we've got everything else. That's looking good. Right, here we are. Look at this. This is beautiful. Let's just take this menu off for a minute, just so we can have a look around, because there is a lot of nice details in this. So as you can see, there's the intercooler fans right there. Lots of detail on the lights. And we've also, look at the detail on that little air filter as well. That's insane. And then we've got an oil cooler down here with all the piping and everything. I do like that look, I've got to admit. And it's even got the exhaust coming straight out of here, which is quite weird, but I don't know. It's that sort of thing where I can't tell if it's like really cool or ugly, but it's just one of those things that I just can't help but just like. And then we go around. In fact, there's the side. Really nice. Not too sure on these wheels, but I have a feeling because of the size and the fitment, it might be the only wheels we're going to be using in this build, because I have a feeling that any other wheel's just going to look odd. And then we have the back, and I just noticed we have this Minecraft fella down here. Look at the detail, actually. Just all the detail on, like, that ring. That's mad. That's absolutely mad. And it does actually wiggle when you drive. I'll show you that in just a second. So there's the back with all the lights. I love GTA modding. That's a nice little extra there. And I'm really curious to look under the bonnet of this one, because I have a feeling this might be really well detailed. In fact, we go, oh no, it's despawned. Well, I want to have a look underneath this anyway. Okay, and we have just discovered that this is no ordinary Volvo, because this thing has a Nissan Skyline RB26 engine planted inside it. This is absolutely ridiculous. Look at this. Just look at the state of turboage going on in this thing. This is an extreme motor. That has to be a really, really fast car. Then onto the boot, there's actually a fuel cell in there. That's a nice touch. There's no carpet or anything like that. It's completely stripped out, and there is a fuel cell. So this Volvo really means business, and it's even got a sunroof. Nice extra. Quite like that. And then on the interior, there is a lot of detail in here as well. All the rear seats have been stripped out. Speakers have been removed. But we still have, like, seat belts and stuff in here, which is even quite... Okay, they're not completely textured, but we've got that in there anyway. Moving through to the front. Oh, yeah, we also have these bride seats. And then we have this lovely dashboard. We've even got this going on over here. Look at the detail, look. The rear demist lights. I love, like... This is the sort of stuff that you don't really get to see much when you're driving, especially because most people play in third person and not first person. And yet, they put all this detail in, and it's just... I absolutely love it. There's all the switches around there. All the dials. Absolutely wonderful. So I'm very curious now that I've done this. I want to see what the engine looks like on the other one as well. Okay, so on the boot, there's actually nothing in here. It's completely bare. But I've noticed something else. This thing also has an RB26. And it looks even more extreme than this one. This one has the exhaust and stuff going on. But this one is just full on chrome. Actually, this one's got better detail. I'd say this one looks more lifelike, apart from like the weird reflections on the main part of on the engine. But this, look at all the chrome. This is stunning. This is absolutely amazing. So both of these Volvos actually are RB26 powered. I did not expect that, considering this looks like completely standard. I did not expect to find that under the bonnet. But it's good that I remembered, because otherwise we'd have had no idea. Right, let's just throw this one away and then modify this one. Okay, so here we are. So, let's start off with Benny's Overrider mods. Okay, there's nothing in there. I figured as much. On the wheels, let's just give this a try. Let's just see what happens if we stick on something like this. Oh! Actually, do you know what? That works. They're actually the same fitment as well, and they're slightly smaller. Now, normally when I talk about these things, I like that the wheels fit the arches. But there's just something about this look that's just slightly smaller that I just really like. It's just slightly smaller, but looks absolutely spot on. So maybe I'll go with the endo wheels. Yeah, let's have a look on this side, because we've got more light on this side. Yeah, I'm feeling the endo wheels. In fact, what other ones have we got here that are similar? I think we've got Rough World. No, actually they do work, but I want to find something like these. More like these grid-style wheels. Do you not actually really like the Endo V2? Because they're 6 spokes. Hang on, are they on 6 spokes as well? Oh, they are, but they're slightly different. I'm going to go for the V2 because normally I would have gone for the V1 because it's just closer up the list. I'm going to go for that. And maybe black's just too much. I've been going for too many dark wheels recently. Maybe I'll go for like a white. Mind you, it looks like a dirty white, and I'm not entirely sure on that one. Stone silver would be good for now. Otherwise, actually, I'm thinking gold. Oh, that is, we have not done many gold wheels on this channel, and I'm sort of feeling that. What have we got with custom tires as well? Oh, I sort of dig it. I sort of dig it even with the lettering. I'm going to go with even the lettering, because let's just make this one crazy. So on the back, we have actually more spoiler options than the other one. Oh, what's all this? Oh, it's even got straps for the rear boot as well. So we have the stock, which is just none. Then we have the... Oh, that is like an awesome drag spoiler. I like that. Then we have this one, which is just a larger version of the one that's on that one. And then we have... Oh, okay. Then we have one glitched spoiler, which is either that was never meant to be one, or I broke it somewhere. Actually, no. I don't think that's the right boot lid shape for this one, so that's just a bit of a bug. I'm going to go for this one, as I quite like that drag look. Then on the front bumper, Well, it already looks amazing, but then we have the stock, then we have the splitter. Whoa, okay, this is just like a rally version, which is actually quite suitable for this. And then we have this one, which just adds a huge splitter on the bottom. Do you know what? I really just like that splitter on the bottom, but I'm sort of feeling like this rally look because we're out in the snow. So why not? Let's just go for it. Then on the exhaust, we have the stock, and then we have the dual shotgun. Oh, mind you, the exhaust is up here, isn't it? What am I thinking? So we have, ooh, just one like that, or that. Well, that's sort of alright, I guess. I don't know, it's smaller. And I guess that smaller is just better for me because I'm not entirely sold on it sticking out the front. It's sort of cool and then sort of ugly at the same time. Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. Sure, why not? Then on the chassis, we have... Oh, is that a bug? No, that's... Oh, right. It's just a roof rack. So this one doesn't have any sort of... So this one had all of the roll cage. This one has nothing, but it does have a roof rack. Well, that's odd, but why not? Then we also have some arch extensions, which I can't even see. That's almost as if they don't exist. Oh, it's because it's actually that. It's got nothing to do with the arches. Yeah, okay, so that's just a little bit of a side skirt. I quite like that. We'll stick that on. Then we have just the engine upgrades left, brakes, transmission, suspension is probably going to glitch through. Oh, that's right teetering on the edge right there. So for this one, as we did that other one with sort of like a red oxide color and all that sort of stuff, let's go for something a bit more shiny with this one and brighter as well. It's also going to match the gold, so maybe like a bright blue. Mind you, that red. Ooh, that is a Volvo-y color, isn't it? That sort of garnet red is definitely a Volvo-y color, but maybe we can go, oh, look at that. The yellow, the bronze, it all works. See, even this Saxon blue, that is a blue that I've definitely seen on like a stock Volvo before. Or we can have it in a nice deep blue, mariner blue. All of these blues work. Surf blue. Surf blue is interesting. It's an interesting color. And it's a color we haven't done. Mind you, I think that a lot of you are going to get angry. The thing is, I normally, when I modify this, I do it for myself and then think, there's going to be a lot of people who aren't happy with the finished product wasn't to their taste. But you can't please everyone, I guess. Racing blue, ultra blue, light blue, chocolate brown. Even the browns. Browns look great. It all just looks amazing on this. I think it's just a good looking car. You know a car's good looking when it just looks right in every single color. I'm going to go for racing blue. Actually, no. Hang on. What about normal blue? Normal blue, because it's just a little bit deeper. I'm going to go for that one. That's nice. On the secondary, I don't think that is anything. No, it's nothing. So we can just go ahead and ignore that. Then, just to check that there's nothing else, have we got some extras? No extras, but we do have the turbo. And that's everything done. So as I was saying about that little Minecraft fellow, if I just move forward, watch this. He actually wiggles. I don't know what car in standard GTA actually has that thing, where something like... Because obviously that's there, or maybe that's the same physics that they would use with something that hangs from like a wing mirror or something. But if you guys know what standard car has that feature which they've then used for the custom car, I'm very curious to know, because I can't think off the top of my head what it could be. But look at this all completed. In fact, let's just go this way. I'm just going to keep driving until just the road disappears. Actually, I think this is quite a long road, isn't it, from what I remember? This is actually quite a large place. Ooh, we've got a little bit of lag. Oh, that's amazing. It's actually a lot faster than the other one as well. And definitely this one looks better. I think this one just has nice, better options. Would have been nice if there was a few more, but they do look amazing. And I love that when you go on the snow, it actually has the snow that flicks up instead of the mud. That is a great feature. I've just noticed that the wheels are actually glitching through the arches. I wonder, actually, if we just turn up the suspension, is that going to fix it, or is that just something that the car always has? Let's get a stock suspension. Let's see. I have a feeling it's going to glitch through anyway. Yeah, it's going to glitch through. It's just one of those things. But there we go. A couple of turbo bricks for GTA 5. Both of them were 242s. And way into the sea we go. What a way to end. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know by rating, commenting, subscribing, all that sort of stuff. Let me know which one of these Volvos was your favourite. Did you prefer this one? Did you prefer the other one? Do you think the scale of this one was better? Or do you think the other one was... I reckon the other one was just a nicer scale for the rest of the game. This one just seems a little bit too big. But this one had much better tuning options, which I'm definitely a fan of. But there we go. That is it. We're slowly sinking to the bottom of the ocean. If we ever get there. This is really deep. Are we just going to sink indefinitely? Does this have a bottom of the sea? Still going down. I think this is just like foreverness. I don't think this actually has a bottom. Well, there we go. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.